In the third and final video, we will add audio and lip syncing. Let's import the audio file. Because you wouldn't see the audio on the stage, I'm importing it directly into the library. This gives me control on which layer and in which keyframe the audio will be placed. When we take a look at the library panel, we will see the audio file. I want the character to start talking in frame 15. So we need to have a keyframe at the moment in time in the audio layer. Create a keyframe with the Insert Keyframe button. With this keyframe selected, we can drag the audio file from the library onto the stage. The waveform in the layer panel shows us that the audio file was placed correctly. It's always a good idea to have a separate layer for the audio to keep things clean. Now, play the animation from frame 1 and listen to the audio.
Hi, my name is Matt, and I'm really.
This sounds amazing. It's starting to come together. But what happens when we stop the animation at frame 30 and hit play again? Then we hear the sound of silence. And that's not something we can work with at all. We want to have full control of the audio at all times in this animation. Select the audio in the audio layer again. To get the properties, you will see the audio sync option. At this moment, the audio waits for an event to start playing. And this event can be a click action or the moment in time where we play the animation and it passes this particular keyframe. And that's the situation right now. But if you want to hear the audio every single time, no matter where we are in the timeline, then we need the option stream. Let's check if that works.
Hi, my name is Matt, and I'm really.
Yes, it does. Only it's not long enough. Grid frames for all layers until frame number 235. That's where the text comes to an end in this case. Now let's start the lip syncing process. Create a keyframe in frame 15 in the mouth layer. Open the graphic symbol on the stage with a double click. To keep things organized, that's the best to name the keyframes. It's best to label each mouth position, then we can easily work with it. With all the positions in the lip syncing process later on. It's also a good idea to use frame labels. When you are using the frame picker, the first mouth position is surprised. Select the first keyframe with the layer named Labels. Go to the properties for that particular keyframe. And in the label area, you are able to give the name, type surprised, in this case, I don't see the legenda anymore, and I think it's very useful. So I'm going to make a frame in frame number 14 to keep the legenda visible. In frame number 2, we will need to create a keyframe and label it with A. Number 3 with whoo. And I think you get the idea. Make sure you name them all correctly. When you're done, you don't need the legenda anymore. Please delete that layer. Go back to scene 1 in the main timeline. Set the playhead to frame 15. And select the mouth on the stage again. That way you will get the object properties of the mouth symbol on the right-hand side of the screen. Click on the lip syncing button in the properties. Select a neutral mouth, and then select the corresponding mouth from the pop-up panel. Do the same for A, D, E, M, N, O, R, S, U. Make sure the Adobe Animate uses the correct layer, the layer that contains the audio, in order to let it create keyframes for the different mouth positions. Hit Done and let Adobe Animate CC calculate the mouth positions. Now, play the animation and see what it does.
Hi, my name is Matt, and I'm really enthusiastic about working with Adobe Animate CC.
This is how you can use graphic symbols, make use of the frame picker, and lip syncing, and create a beautiful lip syncing animation.